Hello YouTube, and welcome to my review of the Sony Ericsson Xperia Play White. So this review will be split into a couple of videos. I'm not sure how many videos it will be right now, but it will be a couple of videos. So yeah, this will be part 1, the specs of the phone and the overall look of the phone. So let's get down to it. The specs of the phone. When I was looking at buying this phone, I was looking at customers' reviews from developers more, not customers. See, customers are more developers, and they were moaning that it wasn't a high-spec phone. And they were moaning at the price of it, £500 for not such a high-spec phone. Now, and Sony just dismissed it, didn't say a thing about it, and it worried me. I thought, well, I'm buying a phone that's not so high spec. It's not a problem. Specs are specs, but if Sony are going differently with a 1 GHz processor, this is running a 1 GHz processor, but it ain't slow, guys. It ain't slow. It's just put it up against an iPhone 4, and it was just as fast. So I mean, don't let that worry you at all. It is fast. It is a very fast phone. Yeah, so we'll get more down to the specs of the phone than just the processor. Chipset is running a Qualcomm Snapdragon chipset. As I've already mentioned, it's running a 1 GHz processor. Scorpion processor, sorry, I must put that in there. It's a 1 GHz Scorpion processor, which is meant to make it just as fast as an iPhone. Which obviously I've said I do agree with. I think it is just as fast as an iPhone. Yeah, so the phone weighs in at 175 grams. Now, if you're looking at this and you may be aware of the size and weight of an iPhone 4, which is 137 grams. You're going to think, whoa, that's heavy. It's a big gap, I'll give you that, but holding them, you can feel it, I'm not going to lie. But if you buy this phone and you have it for a week, you'll never think of size as a problem ever again. Once it'll be a problem. Maybe when you first get it, you might think, oh, this is quite heavy, but you'll forget about it. It ain't a big issue. As I hadn't had a proper phone for a good few months, I picking up my iPod and I got it on Christmas Day and I thought, oh my god, that's heavy. But I've been about with it for 4 days now and it's not that heavy. It really isn't that heavy. The screen is a 4-inch capacitive touchscreen, LED backlit. The camera is a 5 megapixel camera with LED flash. The phone holds up to a 32 gigabyte SD card. I think, if I remember rightly, the phone only comes with 322 megabytes of internal storage. Do not quote me on that, but it is not a lot they have on it. I do know that. It is definitely below half a gigabyte. I know that for sure. And I'm positive it's around about 300 megabytes, so Sony are kind of opting you to go with an SD card, or forcing you to go with an SD card, because they're in games like FIFA, obviously, FIFA, main game, is 1.5 gigabytes it needs to run and to save itself, so not bad. Oh, it's not bad, I suppose, but yeah, you are going to need to up it, definitely. If you buy the phone from O2, they will automatically give you an 8 gigabyte SD card, so it's not something that they're making you go out and buy, so that's a worry for anyone out there. So do not know if you buy it off anyone network what kind of card you'll get, but that's what you'll get if you buy it off of O2. The battery. Okay, the battery is difficult to give. I'm not going to come out and say battery amazing. It ain't amazing, depending on what you're doing with the phone. Now if you're a pure heavy hardcore gamer, which unfortunately I am. It's not great, and I wish it was better. If you're a moderate gamer who maybe, like, I don't know, likes the odd game, maybe 3-4 games of FIFA a day in the car to school or back, or on the bus to school, or on the way to work, or something like that, on the train somewhere, I don't know, anything like that, you know what I mean? But yeah, you're gonna be okay. It's not gonna be an issue for you. For someone like me who really loves to play FIFA on this phone, it is a bit of an arse. Sorry, it's a bit of an asshole, because it's not giving you enough time, and it's really annoying, in all honesty. But anyway, we'll give you what Sony thinks it should do. They think it should give you up to 413 hours standby time, 6.5 hours talk time, and 31 hours of playback, music playback. So that's, well, it actually says multimedia playback, so that's obviously video and music. But I wouldn't try that. I haven't tested that. I might test it and get back to you on that one, because I doubt it. I really doubt you're gonna get that off of video and music multimedia playback. Don't know, but you might. I really doubt it though. Yeah, so that's the battery. Now, I'm going to give you what Sony think the battery does for gaming, but I'm not going to quote. I do not think that's what it does. It's meant to give you up to 6 hours. I don't know. I'd say 4. 4.5, 5. 4.5, 5 hours. It's not going to be an issue for many people sitting there thinking, not an issue. Whoa, 4.5 hours, 5 hours. Oh, I'm not going to sit there for 5 hours playing a game. I do. When I'm at school, I'm bored. I just sit there playing games. So it might become an issue for me. I don't know. But just think to put in there if you really do sit on your PSP or something. All I will say, it's better than iPod. It's much better than an iPod for playing FIFA. I'm sorry I keep using FIFA as an example, but that's what I play a lot. So I'm just saying, if you play FIFA 12 a lot as an example, or Battlefield or something like that, it is better than an iPod. I was playing them full charge, both of them. Played them full charge, both of them. Gave one to my dad. I played Dad played the iPod. Played FIFA straight in the car, and iPod died first by quite a bit, if I remember rightly. I think I got bored before mine died, but it is better than an iPod, so something to keep in mind. Yeah, I think that's all I'm going to talk about the battery, so I better speed this up, 'cause it's becoming really longer than I expected it to become. So the outer look of the phone. So you've got your Android, Sony, Xperia buttons, silver, well, chrome or silver, I'm not really sure. I'm not good with colours like that. So you've got your silver, oh my god. You've got your back, home, menu, search button. I was looking at someone's got an Xperia in my family, an X10, and it only has the 3 buttons, so I really don't know why there's 4 in here. It doesn't have the menu, if I remember right. It doesn't have the menu, but I actually quite like the menu button for when you're playing games, because it gives you other options, which I'll show you maybe in another video. I'll show you in another video if I remember. Yeah, so there's your buttons. Good quality buttons, just like any other Xperia. If you've got one, you'll know what I mean. Here, got your volume rocker, good standard normal volume rocker like on any other phone, and these are not like any other phone, your shoulder buttons for gaming, which you will not find on any other phone on the market. Left, right buttons, great for gaming. Really happy Sony put them in there. It'd be such a downer if they hadn't put them in there. Gives you a lot more options for games, such as FIFA, for sprinting and stuff. Yeah, good quality buttons. Yep. So back to the front. Just forgot about that. You've got your front-facing camera. honest. I don't know if you can see that or not. I really don't know. I'll try and get you to see that, but I don't think you're going to be able to see it. Honestly. Oh, there we go. There, you might see it just above the S on the Sony. Really, guys, I'm not going to try, but there are VGA sensors. Not VGA. There are sensors up there. There are sensors up there, just above the Ericsson for stuff. On the back, we've got the 5 megapixel camera, with LED flash, and a noise cancelling microphone if I'm remember rightly. Think so, not sure though. And your sleep and lock, well, sleep and power off button. You can see a little battery. No, I'm not going to say it. Here you've got your slits for your, well, slits in the phone, I suppose. That's what I'd call them. Speakers, stereo speakers. 3.5mm headphone jack, and your USB. There's your jack, and there's your USB charging, micro USB charging port, sorry, with, you can see it's got the V emblem. Branding wise, Xperia, Sony Ericsson logo thing. Yeah, I think that's all on the outside. Yes. Right, so let's get to the main reason this phone is so likeable, shall we say. FIFA 12, need it. Right, so I'll turn that off because it'll distract me. Right, so here you've got your D-pad. Oh my god, here you've got your gaming pad. Now, it's very good. It's very sturdy. It's not flimsy. It's not plasticky. It just feels good quality. Like Sony have put a lot of time into it. So you got your buttons, your D-pad, or directional arrows, whatever you may wish to call them. Your buttons, standard Sony PS3 buttons, X, square, triangle, circle, start, select, menu buttons. Very nice, that one. Don't know why they have two though. Never always wondered that. I suppose it only works in games though. And your touchpads, which are analog pads, which are your analog sticks pretty much. Which I heard someone say, is this trying to replace a PSP? If so, that is one thing it beats it with, having the two analog sticks. Really trying to find an example, none of them I can think of. It's FIFA, sorry, but it is. The fact that you can move about and do skills, like on an Xbox, is cool. I like it. It's another option for developers if they want it. Cool. Yeah, good sturdy. One thing I'd say about it is, with heavy usage of gaming, it hurts. As you can see, it comes in, it's so small. I don't know if you can see how small that actually is, but that's what you get on your hands, that much. So I mean, it's not fantastic. It does hurt. Like, if you're covering it into your hands, it's gonna hurt. So yeah, that's the gaming pad. It's a gamepad. So this is the first part of my review of the Sony Ericsson Xperia Play White. This was the specs and look at the handset. Yeah. Thanks for watching.